Hey guys, it's me, Mike. I'm back down here in the basement again doing some night work. I gotta get going 'cause I'm tired. I've been up since 12:40 this morning. But I feel like I got nothing done today, but then again, we got a little bit done. Um, I was here in the shop here working on that's when you're modeling stuff, it's good to have a picture of what you're modeling it after. um, Here's our test trailer. I was practicing weathering it today. I'm building it. I gotta put the wheels and crap on tomorrow, but I was busy weathering it today with some wash. I think it looks alright. Yeah, you just put the wash on there and, just run it over it and, let it dry. And it kind of gives it a little bit of a patina. It's kind of cool. Anyhow. So, the way this worked out, it's actually going to work out better now. The colors that I have, first of all, orange here is the road that the cars and the trucks drive down. This road goes all the way down, and then, where it's going to go all the way down more, and over to there and stuff. And then we'll probably have another road over there somewhere. Arm was right. He said add those 2 tables, that'll help. It did give us quite a bit of real estate, add those 2 6-foot tables. Look how much real estate was added now. So I was going through my old train stuff from when I had a layout in my parents' house. It was nothing like this one. Back in the year 2000 and 2001. And I found this. This is Interstate Fuel and Oil. And we're going to put this on the railroad somewhere. This is a Walther's Cornerstone series from the early 2000s. This particular model, Interstate Fuel and Oil, has been discontinued. They don't make it anymore. The corner, I got the ethanol plant going. I was working on my painting today. It needs a little bit of work, but it's alright. But I got the ethanol plant going. It ended up working out okay. This is starting to work out better now. We're actually going to have a main line because even though this book said that this layout wasn't big enough for one, it'll end up working okay. And I was able to get a ladder track in for our yard at the one end, which is what the steel plant there has. See it? That's the ladder track, and that's what I designed our yard off of. Much better design. So here's the main yard, and as you can see, it's a ladder track. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. About 5 tracks. Which will be perfect. We're not going to run real long trains on here. And it all goes to the first industry here, which is the brewery. And the trains come down off the main line. And siding 1 is for boxcars. Siding 2 is for hoppers that carry wheat, grain, and barley. And that supplies the brewery there. Now, this is actually going to be a road, and I put a grade, and we're going to have a grade crossing, and so trucks and stuff can come around into here, and we're also going to have an entrance off the road into there, so trucks and cars and things can get to the brewery. So now it's, it's not surrounded by rails. It's actually, you can get to it by car. Then I put in a switch here, and this is going to end up becoming a branch line. And it's going to be a branch line that serves North American ethanol. That's the ethanol plant there in the corner. And I'm working on making the sidings for it. Because one of these is actually going to end up being the actual branch line. And I'm probably going to have one more track there. And that's going to be the actual branch line. It's just going to be a single track. Not a double like the main line. and there'll be a siding for the ethanol, for North American Ethanol. This North American Ethanol was made by Walthers in 2009, and it's a huge kit. It's got a ton of buildings. I just have the big tank in the main building, and the tanker car loading facility, and the tanker truck loading facility. By the way, the tanker truck loading facility will be serviced by Killing Time tank lines. So Killing Time tank lines will be the tank truck provider for North American Ethanol and Interstate Fuel and Oil. So the way that'll work is North American Ethanol, the cars will come off of the main line onto the branch line here, and they'll be dropped on their siding track, and then North American Ethanol will have its own switch engine, and that will shunt the hoppers to the. There's a building for the hoppers to go into. I have it. It's not going to fit on the layout. It's too big, so I'm just going to put a track there, and we'll put a shed or something in there, and call it a day for corn unloading. But the way, because I don't have the whole set anyhow, because it's too big for this layout. But this is good enough. So that's how that'll go. But if you see, I spent a good portion of the afternoon making that track go in there like that. That's pretty cool. It almost looks professional. We're going to have one more for the hoppers. So the hoppers and the tank cars are going to go in there. And that red line is actually going to be the service track for North American Ethanol. So they're going to have two sidings. And then the branch line is going to come down, go over that way. I don't know. I'm thinking the God Hub is going to be in the middle there. And the branch line may service that too. And then the branch line will rejoin the main line somewhere here. The main line's going to come up over here, down along this way, and then up and over, and probably at another track, and that'll service the beverage distributor and Cisco and Northern Ohio Group. I'm thinking right here there's going to be a road, and I'm going to put another ladder track in, and that'll be Sherwin-Williams. I have to take a look at what Sherwin-Williams plants look like, because I have another Central Beverage Distributors, but I think what I can do is use this Central Beverage Distributors, add a couple tanks and some of this leftover piping from North American Ethanol, and make a paint factory out of it, maybe get a couple of smaller buildings, and that'll be the Sherwin-Williams plant will be like right in here. So that'll be that. And then the main line will terminate into the termination yard right there, and you'll have some businesses there. And then I'll design a road. I'm not sure yet what's going to happen. What the first plan of attack is, get the main line to go where I need it to go, and then I'll have a starting yard and a stopping yard. Then I can sprawl off and put the stuff where I need to put it, and start placing the buildings. And then in the spots in between, we can put littler buildings. Like I was going through some of my old stuff. Geez, this thing is probably this building here has to be 20 years old about. Let's see. Kingpin Bowling and Air Dart Communications. My grandfather and I made that building in the late 1990s. So I'll put that probably over next to the God Terminal and the bus station and the cab company to look good over there. And maybe we'll add some more roads, and I might add another grade crossing, and we'll get some ground cover and put all that stuff down, and everything will look, good as we can. And what I think I'm going to do here is the main line's going to come over and through here. Okay. And the road is going to come through here. The main line is going to be in the back of it. This area, there's not going to be any industries there. It's just going to be the highway. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get some grass from Walter's and carve out 2 spots, and our Travel Plaza and our Dairy Queen are going to be over there. So the Travel Plaza, which is the Northern Ohio Convenient Food Mart Travel Plaza, will be over there. That much I do know. So that's how that's going to go. And then what will happen is the paint factory is here, and then we can run mainline freight trains to the paint factory if we need to. I've been using 18-inch radius curve. I think in some areas I could use a 20 or 22-inch radius curve, and that would give me the ability to run 3-axle power on the main line, which would be that SD40-2 right there. So that's all we got. Like I said, I was screwing around painting, re-gluing, and fixing stuff. I'm not the best painter in the world, but it is what it is. That North American Ethanol logo, I made that myself. They give you one, and it ended up crumpling in my hands. So yeah, I just said, forget it, I'll make my own. Those decals are way too fragile, if you ask me. They should make them like stickers instead, but whatever. So I think that was pretty good for being made out of paper and taped on. I mean, you can't really tell too much. So, alright, cool. I'll see you guys later. Bye.